Behind me is the brand new Renault Symbioz 2025 version, and in this video I want to take you through all the information about the car. I want to make a walk around the car. I don't have too much time with the car right now, and I don't have too much time to go in all the details as always, but I will try my best to show you the car interior, exterior, and as soon as I get the car for a proper test drive and review, stay close because will come really interesting videos. As always, test drive, consumption test, full review and all that stuff. Let's start with the exterior design. First of all, basically it's kind of a Captur, a little bit longer with a little bit different design on the rear. I have to tell you, it's for the first time when I see the car. I didn't have too much time to see the car in person, but I have to tell you that I really love the back end of the car. I think it looks much better than the Captur, and to be honest, overall it seems to fit with the front design of the car much better than with the back of the Captur. Let me show you also the front because it's very similar with the Captur. I will turn on the lights a little bit later as well. Overall, I think it's a really beautiful car, really nice lines, and yeah, Renault in the last years grow a lot also in this design area. So from my point of view, it's a really attractive car. It's a car that comes between Austral and Captur as a dimension. And to explain you a little bit easier, the car until here, somewhere around here, it's basically a Captur, but the extra space in the back here in length around here, it make it much more spacious in the trunk, and I will show you a little bit later how much space you have in the trunk. And also all the lines and the design in the back look just fantastic. I really like it. I saw it before in the videos, but when I look it in the real, it looks much nicer. I don't have too much time, so I try to be as fast as possible. So first of all, what's catch my eyes are the tail lights, which are somehow three-dimensional. When you look at the videos online, you don't notice that, but you can see this middle part right here, it's somehow extended, and then inside there we have some lines which are kind of 3D. It looks so good. It looks really premium, really expensive, and I like the line, the way it goes across the back until the other tail light. So you can see even from this angle the sharp edge around here. It looks really cool. We have the new Renault badge, then you have Symbioz writing on the back. This is the Esprit Alpine, by the way, version, so it's kind of the most expensive version when it comes to those information. I will give you the price and info in the second, a little bit later, but let me finish with the exterior design. Also, we have a nice element on the side which make the car much more sportier and nicer. You can see also on this Esprit Alpine that have a lot of glossy black also here on the side area, tinted windows on the rear, tinted windows on the side. We have this glossy black around the edges of the windows on the lower part, which again look really nice. Also, I can see that the quality around the windows, it's really good. So all this rubber here seems to fit quite nice, and the quality seems to be really cool. Also some nice edges and lines around here. The radio antenna also in black glossy look gorgeous, and also the spoiler, the roof spoiler, look pretty nice with a LED light brake here. Going a little bit lower, LED lights on the number plate. Here is the reverse camera, Esprit Alpine E-Tech. You can see E-Tech hybrid, so you know which version it is. I will give you the info in a second. And down here we have the bumper, again LED lights for the fog lamps and the reverse light. And down here we have 6 sensors for all the safety features and also for the reverse. And then some glossy black, again some insertion here. We don't have any exhaust pipe on this car, and also we have some, I will say, gray matte color, which looks so cool on the lower part. Going from the side here, you can see that this Esprit Alpine come optional with those 19-inch wheels, which fit really cool on the car. I don't know about you, but I really like the way they fit. They look really nice. Also, great combination between the black from the car with the black from the rims, with the gray from the rims. Look really interesting. As I said, 19-inch wheels on the rear. We have normal brake discs, new logo here, and also in the front ventilated brake discs, normal brake calipers, and the same combination. Also, you can see around the edges of the wheels we have this plastic to protect all this paint and color that goes even here. It's very important because it's a little bit extended, which I really like. Down here we have, on the down skirt, we have again this plastic mat, some glossy black, and then again on the rear this protection. Here on the passenger side you have the tank, also the door of the tank, feel pretty good quality. But I really like the way they designed this area here. I think there are a few elements on the car that I like so much, and the back end it's really nice. Going to the handles here, you will notice the quality of the doors. It's quite good. I really like the way it feels light and nice. Going on the side you have Esprit Alpine logo, so you know which version it is. Here in the front, on the front windscreen, you have the camera and the sensors for light and raining. The camera that work together with the radar from down here for adaptive cruise control, emergency brake, and all that safety features. And it comes with many safety features we will test as soon as I get the car for a test drive. The daytime running light here on the side, the same as on Capture. And then we have the lights here, LED Pure Vision they call it. Really nice integration here. The grille also here, actually the real grille is down here where it allowed the air to go to the radiator. And you have the front camera, the new logo, really nice design, kind of go close to the electric era. So the design going in this direction. And down here again we have some grille with some air intakes, and again 6 sensors on the front, some black glossy around on the side, and also in the middle we have the same gray matte on the lower part, which look again pretty nice from my point of view. Can go in the front a little bit to see better the car. Now guys, I want to turn on the lights for a bit. I want to show you also the way they look. It's a bright white light, so you have full LED light for the low beam and the high beam the same. And I can go a little bit in the front so you can see a little bit better the way it looks. It's kind of similar with what new Capture have, but yeah, I like much more the bumper and also the insertion on this Esprit Alpine. I think it looks really nice with this area design here. So here we have this gray matte. Man, it looks so nice. It's so unique. Anyway, it looks really cool. I can turn off the lights right now because we don't need it anymore. The mirrors in black on this Esprit Alpine version. Here's the camera for 360 degrees camera. The turning signals, by the way, something that I forget to show you. It's right here, and you can see if we go outside, you can see it on the rear. You have this following turning signal, which is LED light, of course, and also you can see it from the distance. The same, I think it looks so cool. It looks really nice. It stands out a lot. I like it. And also, of course, on the mirror, LED light, and then in the front, on the lower area of the lighting system. Anyway, it's kind of stressed out a little bit. I'm kind of stressed out today, guys. I'm not so fit. It's been such a long time from when I did a review in a showroom. So yeah, there are a lot of people around here, so I try my best to give you the info. So the version that it's here is the E-Tech full hybrid Esprit Alpine. It's a full hybrid 145. That means it comes with a 1.6 liter petrol engine, 4 cylinders in line, combined with, of course, one electric motor and the battery. It's kind of the same system as Renault use it also on other cars, and also even Dacia on the new Duster. And of course, here you have some information. The basic starting price 35,500 francs, at least here in Switzerland, depending which kind of colors you get. You can see this color on the car. It's gray Rafale. This is the name of the color, and we have a few other options which you can read, but the price will go up to 39,780 francs, which is pretty good from my point of view. 5-liter consumption estimated. We will test it, we will see. The weight of the car 1,551 kilograms, 114 grams emission in B class. And here you can pause the video and get a few other infos, so I don't have too much time to go in every single detail for you. Overall, I think it's a really nice car. I think there will be a lot of people interested in this car. I think it fit so nice between Capture and Austral as a size, as a great family car, and also driving in the city. I'm so surprised on how light are the doors. I'm so surprised. The handles feel really good quality. I'm not going to show you the engine bay, that make no sense, but we will go in the trunk first, and then we will go inside the car. Also, as soon as I get the car, I hope next month for a proper test drive, I will do that for you. Yeah, actually, let me show you guys. Actually, let me show you. the engine. Why not? I have more time, so it's not too many people here. It's a manual lift gate here. I like the fact that they put a lot of rubbers and insulation up here. It's pretty light, which is very good. And here is the engine, the full hybrid system engine. You can see the electronic parts, the 12-volt battery, and all that uh, parts right there. So overall, it seems good. It seems good quality. Even that hood, when you open it up, here you have a button, and it's great that you have automatic lift gate. At least on this Esprit Alpine version, you have handles to close it manually, 2 handles. This is the button to close the trunk. I noticed that the trunk is relatively big, so you have a big square entrance right here. Also the car, it comes with this protection for the trunk, which I will take it out. I like the fact that you have a flat floor, which you can fit the things really easily. Here a little bit of plastic at the entrance. Here you have an LED light, some hooks left and right. Also here and under the floor you have even more space, around 15 centimeters, and under these you have another extra space where you can put triangles or repair kits or whatever things you want to put. So overall it seems to be very spacious. You can take this out and also put it lower if you want to, just like that, and you can win more space here. And right now look at the space, man. I mean, it's really spacious, much more spacious than Capture. So if you are a fan of Capture, you want to buy a Capture but you need more space, I think these Symbioz make a lot of sense. Now I want to take out those protections, and then I want to show you how it looks, the trunk without it, and then we will fold down the seats as well. Now this is the space without that protection, so you can see the square big entrance. So yeah, pretty big, even if you have a big family. I think you can fit here without any problem going in holiday. The only thing that I noticed I wish to be different is the fact that the middle part doesn't fold down. So you have to fold it 60-40 in order to fold down the seats. But other than that, everything else seems to be quite fine. And yeah, I have to stretch a little bit more because the car seems to be quite long. I have to go on the side. Let me open the door on the side. It's kind of complicated to do that only with one hand, but I can manage to do it just like that. And also on the other side, yeah, the seats are too much on the back, so I have to adjust it. I didn't have time to adjust it before, so I will do it right now. So you can see also electric adjustable seats for the passenger and also for the driver, which again, it's a great plus for the car. So not all the cars have this, at least in this price range. Now let me fold it just like that. So this is the space. So you can see right now how much space you have here. Of course you have that step because I already left down this floor, but I can put the floor back, and then you have a completely flat floor where you can fit in a lot of things here. So this is it. This is the space. So under the floor you have again some storage space right here, so in case you need some extra. And of course, if you go on the side, want to turn to open the door, man, I love how light are the doors when you open it. Here is the entrance. Of course the seat belt will stay here, but you can also put it like that, and then you have to put it back when you fold down the seat. This is the entrance, and this is the way it looks from the back there. So yeah, anyway, down here, by the way, on the legs you have also that transmission tunnel, but it's not that big, so you have plenty of space to put other stuff as well. Anyway, let me put everything back and then we will go in the front. Here you have one window from one piece. You can fold it down from here. Here's the button for the windows. Also on the upper side you have a little bit of plastic in this area, plus the speaker, the handle. Here you have stuff material, which is quite nice. Here you have this leather material. I'm not sure if it's real leather or artificial leather. Here we have some blue stitches, white stitches. I think it's artificial leather. Then you have some storage space, and here we have the speaker, a little bit bigger speaker. Now the entrance quite big, and this is the way it looks. You can see now the seat with the blue seat belt, which come from Esprit Alpine. You can see the blue stitches around here, a combination between stuff material and leather, the same as you have on Capture. Here you have Isofix for child. You can install 2 child seats. You don't have any armrest here. You have the same leather in the middle, but the seat seems to be quite bright and nice, and I will go in the second inside to show you a little bit how much space I have. Then behind the front seats you have kind of a rubber material, and then here you have some storage space. Transmission tunnel is not that big, which is good. Another plus for the car is the fact that you can adjust those seats in the back from here. I don't know if you see that. Let me show you. You can adjust this. Man, it's so hard. So you can put the whole seats, the whole bench seats together in the front or in the back, which is great because in this way you allow more space in the trunk. So let me put it back. It's quite hard to do it. It's not that easy, but you can do it. And right now I put it all the way on the back. Let me check again. Yes, now it's good. So this is it. Let me go inside to show you how much space I have right now. So once you go inside, I'm 173 centimeters, and this is the space. I have more than enough space on my legs here. I can stretch my legs under the front seats, which is great, and also on the head I have like 5 fingers, 5.5 fingers, something like that. But anyway, overall I think it's pretty good as space for me, at least. If you have up to 185, 90, I think you will be just fine. So yeah, and also pretty comfortable on the seats. I like that. I like also the roof, which is quite nice. It's kind of a fabric material with gray and black. Here in the middle you have some lights, LED lights, which are not working right now, but I know they are LED because they are the same as on the Capture. Down here you have the vents, 2 vents which can be adjusted, which is great, plus 2 USB-C ports, plus a 12-volt port around here. Now if I go in the middle, let me show you. Going in the middle, this is the space on the legs, quite good. And here on the head I have less space, like 3.5 fingers. Almost stretch my hand completely here, almost completely, but it's good that it's not so hard down here. Even on the back it's a little bit softer because you don't have that armrest, but overall I feel like I have pretty nice space. This is the dashboard. It looks quite similar with Capture, not big changes there. So yeah, not many things to say. I like very much the fact that they keep a lot of physical buttons and everything seems to be ergonomic and really practical. So yeah, visibility wise, the way they array everything seems to be pretty good. Probably that's why they didn't change anything from the Capture to this Symbioz, but overall it's quite the same. Let's go in the front to show you anyway the rest. Here in the front we have kind of the same design and kind of the same materials, because on the upper side the same plastic everywhere around this area. Then we have this soft material around here, then you have the leather here on the armrest, the buttons for the windows. You can fold the mirrors in electrically, just like that. You can fold it out, and also you can adjust it from here electrically. Also in the mirror you can see the blind spot lights right here. The technology plus the mirrors are pretty big, so the visibility is pretty good. Here you have some storage space in the door bands, which is good, and here you have the speaker. Alpine writing on an aluminum plate. At the entrance, those are the pedals, which are also aluminum, but I don't have to take this foil which cover them because the car is relatively new. Electric adjustable seats for the driver and also for the passengers in the front. Now this is the entrance, quite the same as on the new Capture, and those are the seats you can see from this design that are very much the same as on the Capture, the Alpine Esprit Alpine seats. I really like them. I drive that car a lot and I know that they are pretty comfortable. It's a combination of textile material in the middle and this leather on the side. You have the A here, the French flag. Here on the left side on the dash you have also the button to open the trunk if you want to, some textile material around here, and then you have the button to activate, disactivate different safety features, the e-safe button, and the position of the headlamps. You can adjust it from here. A little bit higher you have the vents, which can be adjusted pretty simple, and up here you have soft material rubber everywhere on the dash. It's soft material. Now let me go inside. Before I go inside, here you have some storage space, and I like the fact that you have rubber down here, which it's nicer than that plastic, which when you put something there it's scratching and you hear some noise. But here it's great that it's rubber. Otherwise, when it comes to comfort, let me adjust the seats in my normal position. just like that. So now if you look outside, you will see that the visibility around the windows is pretty good, so nothing to say about that. You have also a speaker here in this area. This is the steering wheel, quite the same, with a new logo here, a little bit of gray. Also left and right you have those physical buttons from where you can adjust different information on the cockpit. So you can see from here, this is the new digital cockpit which you saw before on Renault, also on other models, and I don't want to go too much into details, but the great part is that Renault now use this Google Map and all that, let's say, advantages of having a Google Map the same as you have on your Android phone, which is fantastic. And you can see in the front there, you can customize, you can see a lot of information. On the right side, eco monitoring, energy flow, distance. I will go in more details as soon as I get the car for the test drive, because I don't want to go too much in detail right now. But anyway, and also here on the steering wheel you have this button from where you can change the different driving modes. So you can see the car come with a few driving modes. So you have comfort, eco, sport, personal, and yeah, so on. And every time you change it, you can see the graphic is changing as well. So yeah, probably I will do a separate video where I go in more detail with this multimedia system and digital cockpit. Good. Behind here on the right side you have the start stop engine button. Here behind the steering wheel you have the controllers for the media. As on the other Renault models, you can adjust the steering wheel manually, forward, backward, up and down. Pretty nice. And then here you have the armrest, which is adjustable. I like that. And it's also in leather. You can open it up, have some small storage space here, but it's useful. You have two cup holders, you have some space for the key, electronic handbrake, the auto hold button. Here you have leather. Even here on this Iceland you have this leather, I like it. Here you have the gear shifter selector, which you can change it from here. The parking button, some storage space for your phone, to USB-C, 112-volt port. Here you have the glove box, which is which is big. It's quite big. I like it. Then you have the same nice design from Esprit Alpine with French flag. Here I think is the ambient light, and also around here. Plus you have this nice bluish color. Anyway, I like the car. I like it a lot. Now the thing is that if I'm not wrong, the car doesn't have too much battery. Up here you have some buttons from where you turn on the multimedia system. It's not too many things to say about multimedia system, because you probably know already is the same as on Capture, and I already review Capture. So if you want to see it on my channel, check it out. And also I review the multimedia system, so it's kind of the same as on the new Capture. It's very nice. It uses the Google built-in assistant, and it has it's one of the best multimedia from my point of view. So yeah, it's not working right now, but keep in mind that it's the same. Anyway, as soon as I get the car, I will go in all the details. Here you have a microphone. You have also an LED light here, which turn on usually when you open this mirror. You have a mirror up here. You have LED lights on the upper side, SOS button, and the mirror from up here. It's also quite nice. It has these nice tiny edges around here. Yeah, overall this is all, guys. I don't know if I missed something. More details I will give you as soon as I will have the car for a proper test drive, proper review. As always, you probably know that I do that. So yeah, I hope you get some useful information. For the moment, from my point of view, I think it started to be my favorite Renault car. So probably if I would buy a Renault these days, for me personally, as size, as space and technology, this Renault Symbioz is really interesting. And I think they did good that they bring it on the market, because there are so many people that want to buy a Capture, but they want a little bit more space. And now they have the chance to go with this Symbioz. And yeah, as you probably know, Renault have cars in almost all the section and classes, so you have a lot of dimension and size to choose, and I'm happy to see this on the market as well. I'm really looking forward for the test drive. So if you still have questions, ask me down below. I will try to answer you if you have still other questions about the car. I hope you get some useful information from this video, even if it was really fast and I didn't have too much time to it's for the first time when I see the car, I think 2 hours ago. So I tried to make a fast first look review. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, really appreciate that. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.